the way. This one's over.
Oh my freaking goodness.
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Jeff Passan has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. Breaking news. Breaking news. How many minutes? 12 minutes ago. Let's reload. Yes, 12 minutes ago. It is Cody Bellinger. There have been rumors he is heading from the Cubs to the New York Yankees. 29-year-old former MVP, 2 years left on his contract. Had a very strong season with the Cubs after really struggling with the Dodgers. Kind of an up and down career. He would be a great player one year. He'd be awful the next. So he is a little bit spotty in his performance, but coming off a strong year, the Yankees, who just were in the World Series, lost Juan Soto. They got to be aggressive, and they pick up Cody Bellinger in a trade. We're going to find out the details, hopefully, as we go. As of now, don't really have all those details. It looks like it's cash money, and a right-handed reliever. So we'll check out all the details of the trade, but I want to say hello to Jack DeSilver, loving being a Yankees fan. Well, y'all are American League champs. Y'all got more World Series than any other team in history of the game. It has been a little while, though. 2009. You better start winning. It's about due for another one. Daily Hacks, 1331. What's up? And Babe Rocks, what does it do? What does it do? So this is the breaking article right here. The Yankees are acquiring first baseman outfielder Cody Bellinger from the Cubs, reports Jeff Passan, and they're picking up Cody Poteet. Actually, Cody Poteet is heading to the Cubs, and he is a pitcher with some big league experience, but not a ton, but a decent arm. So the Cubs do get someone who's pretty much big league ready in Cody Poteet, and maybe we'll be able to check out some of his numbers here. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, fourth round pick, 2015, out of the University of California. University of California, Los Angeles. Huge difference. University of Cal, Los Angeles. So University of California, Los Angeles. And we can see he has made it to the big leagues, like I said. Had a pretty long long career here. Played for but 7-1 UCLA in 2015, 2.45 ERA, and then made it to AAA this year, 4.12 ERA in 10 starts. He's a starter. And then with the Yankees, pitched very well, 3-0, 2.59 ERA. Who knows? This might be a nice trade for the Cubs to pick up cash and help out their rotation a little bit, a team that probably is a little more worried about pitching. There is Corona Accounting Solutions, who broke the news to me with an email, and I appreciate breaking that news. Come on, Busters, sign Burns. We're going to talk about Corbin Burns and the phone call from Willie Adames. Does it matter? Does it really matter that players trying to recruit other players? I don't really think so, but I still have hope that Burns will sign with the Giants. Need the D-backs to make a move. This is a fail-safe for the Yankees. This has been Corbin Burns is going to the Giants. Bob Granelli. I don't know, but we're just waiting on that news to break here. We're at Jeff Passan's page, and that is the late breaking news. As for Cody Bellinger, like I said, he had a very strong season with the Chicago Cubs. I'm a little bit surprised they moved on from him, but maybe they're thinking they got the best they're going to get out of him. Maybe they think he's due for a down year. He hit in 2023, he hit 307 with 26 home runs. That was kind of his comeback year. This year, not as strong, but 18 home runs, 266 batting average, 751 OPS, so a little bit down, and maybe they're figuring he's about due for one of his meltdown years, one of his 2021s when he hit 165 with 10 home runs, because he is getting into his 30s now. He is 31, 32? I apologize. He's only 29. That's amazing. He's only 29 years old because he was drafted out of high school, so it feels like he's older than that, but he's only 29 years of age. So Cody Bellinger will head to the Yankees. And also another move is SUGANO has signed. A lot of Giants fans were hoping to get SUGANO. That's off the table. He's going to the Baltimore Orioles. That's a sign, if that's what you're talking about. That could be a sign the Orioles won't bring back Corbin Burns. as they locked up Tomoyuki Sugano for 1 year. So it's possible that the Giants are the absolute favorites right now for Corbin Burns. Hey, Eric, what's happening? Just got off work. AM Echo Sky working. Thank you again for that super chat right there. That's huge. That helps out a ton. We need it. We need it for sure. Let's go ahead and send out a thank you right here. Let's see if we can look at the Fangraphs New York Yankees are the AL champs. This ain't no joke. This is a great team. I picked them to win the World Series in 2024. Fell just short. I actually had that matchup when I did my playoff predictions. Had the Yankees, Dodgers, but I picked the Yankees to win. Just couldn't bring myself to pick the Dodgers to win. But my goodness, that's going to be a loaded team. What is going on with my internet? I'm trying to bring up the Yankees lineup. It is not. I don't know if Fangraphs is down, but it's just a white page like this. So, and we can find a different. '25 lineup prediction for the New York Yankees. Roto Champ, maybe? Okay, I don't know what's going on with Fangraphs, but Roto Champ's not doing much better. We got in the chat Bob Granelli, AM Echo Sky. Was at Sacramento Airport earlier. Corbin Burns. And will you do some play-by-play next year? Giants games, 100% we're doing play-by-play. There is no doubt about that. This is really weird. Okay. Okay, we have a potential lineup here for the New York Yankees for 2025. And look at the strength here in this outfield. Aaron Judge, Jason Dominguez. Wow, they have 4 outfielders in this lineup. This lineup's a little jacked up. We have Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jason Dominguez, and Trent Grisham is in there too. So somehow they got 4 outfielders. What are we missing here? We're missing a first baseman. So maybe plug Cody Bellinger into first base right there instead. But he can also play center field, a very strong center fielder, covers a lot of ground. So we got Anthony Volpe, Jazz Chisholm. He was really impressive in the playoffs. Aaron Judge is obviously Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton. Man, Bellinger's going to be surrounded by stardom right here. And he should get him some better pitches to hit. So there's a very good possibility. I mean, Bellinger was surrounded by stars with the Dodgers too when he struggled. So, you know, take that as what you will. But I do think Cody Bellinger, there's a chance he's going to continue to provide some pretty good offensive production with the Yankees. Austin Wells behind the dish. Jason Dominguez in the outfield. Oswaldo Cabrera and Trent Grisham. Just a projected possible 2025 lineup. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Luis Gil, Marcus Stroman, and there's Cody Poteet in the rotation now, who is not going to be in the rotation because he is heading to the Chicago Cubs, right? So what's going on? We got Robert Rothberg. Let's focus on Burns signing with the Giants. Posey, please get this accomplished. See walk back to Arizona. Daily Hacks 1331. What is expected with your prediction on the Giants record? Still got to wait to see. I am not going to be as optimistic as people would like until they show it to me, until they show me they can be a team that can finish above 500 and well above 500. I got them at 500. I mean, they're going to have to do more. Now, if they get Corbin Burns, that will change things. But, I'm just not too excited about this team. Although I saw a crazy thing on Twitter today. Check this out. This is projecting the top 100 baseball players via Fangraphs. This is a terrible list. I mean, whoever made this list probably needs to do some hard time because we got, Shohei at the top is fine. Okay, you see some big names at the top. Juan Soto, Aaron Judge. You expect those names. Paul Skeens. But how in the hell, and I'm a Giants fan, Patrick Bailey is the 29th best player in all of baseball, better than Bryce Harper, better than Trey Turner, better than Ellie De La Cruz, better than Freddie Freeman? You got Freddie Freeman at 40? How does Freddie Freeman get at 40? Who the hell made this list? And where's Will Smith? Will Smith's at 88. and Patrick Bailey's at 29. Now, I appreciate it as a Giants fan, but what? How did Jung-Hoo Lee get to 44? Jung-Hoo Lee hadn't even played a full big league season, and he was all right last year, but man, Jung-Hoo Lee at 44. Jung-Hoo Lee's better than Mike Trout. Now, Mike Trout's been injury prone lately, but Jung-Hoo Lee's better than Logan Webb. Logan Webb at 62. Who made this list? Yamamoto's at 89. This list is weird. Willie Adames down at 70. So Matt Chapman, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Patrick Bailey are all better than Willie Adames, and Patrick Bailey is the 29th best player in the game. Who made this list? Am I tripping? Or is this list tripping? I agree. Even if we get Burns, they are 500, maybe third best in the division. Fangraphs is on some drugs. Now that's how you could tell Fangraphs is a joke. Fangraphs just lost any type of credit at all. Like, honestly, like I understand we're not all going to have the same opinion, so our lists will all be different. And I say that because I'm someone who puts out lists. I put out documentaries, ranking stuff, and people get pissed off in the comments. So if anyone, I understand, like, I'm not going to agree with the list, and we may have some criticisms, but this is absurd. This is absurd. This is the weirdest list I've ever seen. Got Garrett Crochet, and Garrett Crochet is a great pitcher, but he's ranked up at 24th best player in all of baseball. He's been injury prone. He had one solid season, but 24th in all of baseball? What? What are we talking about here? This list is nuts. But the craziest thing is I think the craziest thing is Freddie Freeman. Players better than Freddie Freeman. You got Alejandro Kirk better than Freddie Freeman? I don't know. CJ Abrams better than Freddie Freeman? I don't think so. Patrick Bailey. Patrick Bailey's on cloud nine if he sees this list. Patrick Bailey has made it in life if he ever sees this list. Holy Moses. But it is what it is. That list is whack, especially if Henderson is at number 2. Roki Sasaki. Trying to keep all these Japanese pitchers, keep track of where they're going. Right now, the Giants are predicted to lose the Roki Sasaki sweepstakes to the Dodgers. That would be crazy. I thought the Dodgers were done signing pitchers. I thought the Dodgers were done signing big-name pitchers. But I have my hopes up for Sasaki, but I'm still, right now, my number one target, if I'm a Giants fan, has to be Corbin Burns, but definitely Sasaki would be nice. That dude is electric. And it would be amazing if we were to get him, Adames, and if we get Burns as well, oh my gosh, then we can start talking about a record well above 500. But until then, until we really improve this team, I'm not convinced. And this list that says that Patrick Bailey's the 19th. Patrick Bailey's a solid defensive catcher, and he has a good bat, but he can go into big, long, extended slumps. The other thing, speaking of Corbin Burns, I was going to make a video on this before the news broke about Bellinger. I said, well, there's just too much going on. I can't make all these videos. I'm just going to go live. But what do you think about, like, Adames trying to recruit Corbin Burns? Does that stuff really help? Because if you think about it, Corbin Burns, yeah, they were teammates for 3 years. Corbin Burns is going to sign where he wants to sign. Corbin Burns is going to sign what's best for his family, where he wants to live, where he wants to play, a team that he thinks is going to win. And a former teammate calling him and saying, hey, come over here, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. In fact, Corbin Burns probably has former teammates and friends on almost every big league team. I'm sure he's getting calls from players on the Blue Jays as well. And at the end of the day, doesn't really matter that Adames is a great player. I don't even know if they were close friends. I'm sure they know each other. I'm sure, of course, they were teammates for 3 years, but doesn't mean they're closest of friends. So this is the kind of stuff they throw out to us fans to get us excited, but I don't put too much stock into it. Could Santander sign with the Yankees and play first? He followed the Yankees today on Instagram. He followed the Yankees on Instagram. That means something. And it's very possible, AJC, to be honest, Prince Fielder. Remember Matt Chapman last year at the end of the season? He said the Giants are going to make the playoffs in 2012. Yeah, and remember Dave Roberts said, I guarantee the Dodgers are going to win a World Series a few years back. Now, they did win one this year, but when he promised it, they did not. They always said, it's all talk. Matt Chapman doesn't know that the Giants are going to make the playoffs. He doesn't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Now, you could say the Dodgers are going to make the playoffs, and you have a track record. They've made the playoffs in 800 consecutive seasons. When's the last time the Dodgers didn't make the playoffs? 2014? When's the last time the Dodgers did not make the playoffs? Anybody know? 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 they were in. 13, so 2012. 2012 was the last time the Dodgers were in the playoffs. Jung-Hoo Lee in the top 100, and he played in 37 games. Dude, I love Jung-Hoo Lee. How the hell is he ranked so high? Oh, how the hell is Jung-Hoo Lee ranked 44th best in all of Major League Baseball after playing average baseball for a few games? I'm sorry. I mean, all the Giants are. Did a Giants fan make this list? And I'm a Giants fan, but I'm a realistic Giants fan. Patrick Bailey, overrated here. Jung-Hoo Lee, overrated. Matt Chapman is fine. Matt Chapman, maybe 49. I'm not sure. I feel like maybe a little high there. Logan Webb, 62. That's about right. Maybe a little higher, but that could be right. If the list is so jacked up, you can't really tell because there's so many players that are not in the right place. But 62 sounds about right for Logan Webb. Willie Adames, 70. Sounds maybe about right, maybe a little low, but these top two, but Patrick Bailey being at 29 is nuts. That is nuts. Burn going to the Rangers, lethal Rangers. You never know when the Rangers will make a move. Rangers are a team to look out for. They will sneak in and snag guys, and they really want another World Series. Brian, I guess when bean counters make a list of their spreadsheets and unrealistic projections, who do you prefer batting first? I like Wade Jr. because he gets on base, but I'm an old school style, so I like Wade Jr. getting on base. Second is somebody with a little more pop, but someone who also gets on base. Willie Adames would be not bad. Burns is a solid addition. Even as a D-backs fan, he would be tough regardless in the NL West. Yes, recruiting from teammates does help. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't help at all, but don't he have teammates calling him from every team? And does it matter that Adames is a great player? He may be closer friends with somebody on the Blue Jays. I'm sure there's some Blue Jays players who Adames is former teammates with. They're calling him too. What's to stop them from calling him? Maybe not. Maybe they don't have anybody. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to Toronto because I don't think he wants to go to Toronto. I don't think he wants to go to Canada. I think he wants to go to California. He's from Bakersfield. Bakersfield! Dodgers make the playoffs and lose. They do. Eric, who's the best all-around player on the Giants for next year? Man, I don't even know. I mean, Willie Adames is instantly in the conversation. We're talking about a good defensive player who hit 32 home runs, 3.1 WAR. What was it? But Matt Chapman, I think, is even better as all around because Matt Chapman is not just good defensively. He is one of the best defensive players. Platinum glove, gold glove. And despite the 247 batting average, he can work some walks, 64 walks. He strikes out a little too much, but 27 home runs for him. So when you combine the power and the defense, I think he's the best all-around player. If he didn't strike out so much, he was a little more of a hit for average, a little better, he'd be one of the best players in the game. If he hit for average, if he hit like he did in 2018, when he hit 270 and had an OPS of 864, he'd be one of the best players. He'd be a top 10 player in the game. He'd be making a lot more than he makes, which he makes good money, of course. He's making $20 million. He'd be making a lot more than 20 mil. Of course, I wouldn't even know what to do with 20 million. Who wants to be cold? Exactly. Will you go live right away? If I'm in a position to, I probably will. If I'm in the car, I'll probably go live in the car when Corbin Burns signs. The Cubs got a pitcher as named Cody Poteet. Isn't that who they got? Yeah, Cody Poteet. Right-handed pitcher for the New York Yankees, now for the Chicago Cubs. He's been traded. Assuming that trade goes through, there's no issues. A solid arm for the Cubs. And speaking of the Cubs, I think we need to I'm not an expert on every team. I really focus on the Giants, but I do try to keep up with other teams as best I can since I have this channel. So if there's someone else who's injured who's also going to be in the rotation, let me know. But Justin Steele, right now, obviously Justin Steele's an absolute beast. Shota Imanaga, he was even better. He was supposed to be the second best Japanese pitcher. I would argue he's better than Yamamoto. And he went 15-3, 2.91 ERA. Jameson Taillon. They got Matthew Boyd. Now, Matthew Boyd's had an up and down career. Sometimes he's great, sometimes not so great, but he was pretty good in 8 starts last year or this year, 2.72 ERA. Javier Assad, Jordan Wicks, and Ben Brown. I mean, the depth with the Cubs rotation is pretty freaking impressive. That's pretty freaking impressive right there. Their bullpen, a few decent names in there. And then you have their offense. Obviously, Michael Busch was a Dodgers prospect, just like Cody Bellinger. Ended up getting traded. He hit 21 home runs last year. He will be the man now. The Cody Bellinger's on the move. He'll be their first baseman. Nico Horner. Dansby Swanson, obviously, elite. Mastruboni, I'm not sure how he did. Hit only 194. So, yeah, he hasn't really got his big league career going yet. They may need another infielder. Ian Happ, Pico Armstrong, PCA, what's his nickname? PCA. Kyle Tucker, obviously, in the trade earlier. So he's going to be huge. And they still got Suzuki. So this Cubs team it's not a bad team. I predicted they were going to be a lot better last year than people thought. And they ended up being pretty good. And I think they're going to be even better this year. Look out for the Cubs. Poteet from Miami. I heard that Logan Webb is trying to get Corbin Burns. Yeah, Logan Webb too. I don't put too much stock into it. I think that Corbin Burns will sign with the Giants because that's where he was always going to sign. The recruiting doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But I don't know if it helps that much. That's just my opinion. I feel like these pitchers and these players, they know everyone. It's a small world in professional baseball. They know players on every team. Every team's got some calling. Hey, come over to the Blue Jays. We're doing big things right here. We're doing big things over here in Toronto. My grandma says she loves the Giants. It makes it hard to be here. LMAO. What do you think of the Giants re-signing Manaea? What do I think of that possibility? Because that didn't happen, did it? Did the Giants sign for Manaea? No, you're just saying as a possibility. I don't think so. Manaea didn't pitch that great here in the first half. He did a little better in the second half, but had a nice season with the Mets. It brought his stock back up. I don't want to make another mistake on him. We signed him in 2023 because he had some good seasons in the past with the A's and stuff, and then he was okay. Then he had this nice season with the Mets, and now he's the best thing since sliced bread, but I don't know. He's pitched every single season. Hasn't had a whole ton of injuries. I don't know if he's ever had Tommy John. He might be due for his Tommy John. He may have had it. I'm not sure. Almost everyone's had it. He did have some kind of a shoulder surgery back in 2018 off season. So he has had shoulder surgery. I'm not sure if it was Tommy John. Manaea undergoes shoulder surgery, out for 19. He pitched in 19, did he not? I'm almost sure he pitched in 19. Yeah, he pitched a little bit, 5 games, so he must have come back. But yeah, Sean Manaea would be interesting. But yeah, Bellinger to the Yankees. The Yankees going for it. I think this is a trade that makes sense for both sides. The Cubs had another first baseman in Michael Busch. To send him over to the Yankees and still get Cody Poteet and cash makes sense for the Yankees, who got lots of. I think they could have used Poteet as well. The Yankees. If I had to pick a winner, I'm saying the Cubs win this trade. But the Yankees make sense for them as well. It's a money deal with the Yankees and Cubs more than anything. Cool. Buster was spotted at LAX. I was at LAX at one point, or not too long ago. But it must have been a different day. I didn't see Buster. What if I was walking through the airport and I just saw Buster Posey sitting there? Do you say something? I don't think I would. I don't think I'm going to bother him. Because, celebrities like that, I couldn't imagine not being able to walk into a grocery store, not being able to walk through the airport. It'd be fun at first signing autographs. That shit will get old real quick. Like, I appreciate all the fans. If I'm a celebrity, I really do. But like, I can't imagine. I can't go anywhere. Posey, can I get a pitch? Posey, we love you. Big fan. We love you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to get the fuck away from me. We have Disinfo Warrior. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a celebrity. So if any of y'all see me, feel free to approach me because it would be very unusual. And that would be cool. Because I ain't no damn celebrity. But if I was, that shit would get old. Lee has a lot of upside, a player I'm investing in. I think that Lee has some potential. You asked Posey what you can do for an auto. Ask not what Posey can do for you. Ask what you can do for Posey. I thought that's what you were going to say. Lethal. NL 2025 Comeback Player of the Year. That would be nice for Jung-Hoo Lee. I might sit next to him and pretend I don't know who he is. How you doing, man? Hey, what's up, man? Anyway, you hear earlier, Cody Bellinger got traded, man. How about those Giants, man? They suck, huh? Oh, that team stinks. What do you think? LMAO! Thank you so much. Daily Hack is here, but yeah, we have 26 people in the chat, and I just wanted to kind of break down the latest news, and that's pretty much it. I mean, other than the trade, let's see if there's been any other free agent signings. We got to go to the handy dandy free agent tracker. Let's find out. Anything we don't already know? Okay, so most of this we've talked about. Obviously, Fried is also going to the Yankees. Blake Snell to the Dodgers. That was a killer. Still see some names here that are not highlighted that are out there. Alex Bregman, Corbin Burns, obviously. Teoscar Hernandez still out there. Jack Flaherty still out there. Santander still out there. There are big names out there. Speaking of a reunion with Mania, Jock Peterson is still out there as well. Peterson reunion? I doubt it. Ha-Sung Kim is out there. That would be a beautiful pickup for the middle infield. Andrew Heaney's out there. Pete Alonso is out there. So big names are out there. The names that have signed, we've already discussed all of this. Michael Conforto to the Dodgers. That was not the greatest news. Aroldis Chapman to the Red Sox. Very interesting move right there. So most of the big names have signed already, and we've already discussed it. So there are going to be a lot more dominoes falling very, very soon. Former Giant Thairo Estrada heading to the Rockies. So far, of the 5 Giant free agents out there, 2 of them have gone to the Dodgers, and 1 of them went to the Rockies. They're all staying in the National League West. Traders! Mark Canha is out there, and Kurt Casale is out there as well. And I don't know about the Giants with backup catcher right now. I know we signed Max Stassi. Like, is that what we're going with? Is as our official backup catcher? Oh, we got Tom Murphy too. I totally forgot about Tom Murphy because he was hurt all last year. Okay, so Tom Murphy's back. Okay, that's fine. So we have some of the competition there, and Blake Sable's still in the mix. Okay, I totally forgot that we still had Tom Murphy. Corbin Burns does that mean Logan Webb? It's not the Giants opening day starter. It could mean that, but I think out of respect for Logan Webb, we might stick with him. Thoughts on Riva Jordan Lawler? Wait, hold up here. Sorry. Jordan Lawler. Now there's a name I've not heard in a long time. What's the deal with him? Injured, I guess. He's been injured, hasn't played much. A lot of good, talented prospect, but good player. Would love to have him. Just got here. Great day to all. Being not a Yankees fan, that is exactly Deuce Navarro. Deuce Navarro, big supporter of the channel. Burns to the Giants would be awesome. Zach Greinke's still out. Zach Greinke? If Arizona loses on Santander, I'll be heartbroken. Well, don't lose on him. Tom Murphy. Yeah, I love Greinke, but he's a grandpa. Greinke's about my age. He's a little younger than me. He's 41 years of age. And literally, you could be a grandpa at 41 years of age. And it wouldn't even be that weird. You got a baby at 20, and then the baby has a baby at 20, boom, 40-year-old grandpa. Not you know, when I was a kid, I used to think of grandpas as like old, but that's not really the case. That's not really the case. Wander Franco's still available if you can bail him out of prison. Wander Franco's career is probably done unless his career's done. Unless he gets a not guilty verdict, then he's done. And even if he does, he's still done. Even if he gets a not guilty verdict or a case gets thrown out or on some technicality or whatever, or he gets found not guilty, we've already seen it, that your career is still probably done. You're probably done. Daily Hack. Eric, do we have a good bat on the roster that's not a starter and that can everyday DH? Well, Gerard Encarnacion. If he steps it up, Luis Matos, if he steps it up, so sorry, son. Alrighty then. What else is there to say? But yeah, a lot of Giants fans. I do appreciate the support from San Francisco Giants fans. We do focus on the Giants. We got to focus on our favorite team. I mean, let's just be all the way real with it. But right now, the Giants, Logan Webb, Hayden Birdsong, Landon Root, Mason Black, Kyle Harrison. I've said before, we do have a decent number of potential starters, but we lack sure things. Logan Webb's the only sure thing. Robbie Ray's injury prone, coming off Tommy John, looked good at times last year. Kyle Harrison looks shaky at times, but Hayden Birdsong's probably the guy I'm second most confident in. Probably the guy I'm second most confident in, apart from Webb right now. Yeah, Webb, Birdsong, Kyle Harrison, and then like Robbie Ray, and then it's a fight between Roop, Black, and Wynn. And it would be wonderful if all these guys pitch well, and we have the problem of having too many good starters. But we have enough starters. We don't need anyone technically, but we're also competing with teams like the Dodgers and teams like the D-backs and teams like the Yankees if possibly ever get to the World Series. So you need all the ammunition you can get. So let's go. And throw the other guys in the bullpen like Landon Roop, and we have a freaking bullpen. So that's all I can say about that. As far as our offense, Gerard Encarnacion is a possible DH. Wilmer Flores is back. Always forget about Wilmer. He'll be back if he makes the team, unless he gets cut or something. Casey Schmidt could be on the trade block if teams are interested. Tyler Fitzgerald had that great run. We'll see what he can do. We do lack some superstars. Willie Adames was a huge signing. It was a must sign. We got him. The outfield, it's a little shaky. Let's hope Ramos has another all-star year. And other than that, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Yeah, Robbie Ray, hit or miss. Richie Undiscovered Soul coming soon. What would happen when we spending money on Jorge Soler last year? He sucked? Are you worried about that with Adames? You're always worried about an underperformance, but on a tough year, it happens. But I think Adames is a better player, a better hitter, a better pure hitter. So I think there's a much better chance that he will produce for the Giants. Have a wonderful day. I appreciate the support. We'll be back with the next big signing live again. Look for some regular videos as well coming soon. Until then, thank you for the support. Thank you, Jason Corona, for the breaking news. Have a wonderful day, everyone. We will talk to you next time. See ya.
He is stopping. He's going back. He's going to run down. Ball gets away. This one's over.
Oh my freaking goodness!
But I got the Twins signing Carlos Correa.
Dead passing has the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
I am taking the Atlanta Braves.